Good morning, guys. We are in Italy in a really small place. I always forget the name. You remember it? Monastero, Bormida in she said how to say it in English, Piedmont or something like that, Piemonte, something like that. Anyway, we had a really good time. We stayed with a lovely family. Tanya is from Latvia, from Riga, but she speaks Russian, and she's been living in Italy for 10 years. Her husband Claudio is Italian, and they have two lovely daughters, twins. They literally wrote us the day before we came, and we thought we might even just sleep in the car, because today I need to apply for my Russian visa. We decided to do that in Genoa or Genova. I don't know. There's all these like different names in different languages. I don't know which one is which. Yeah, so I still need a visa. Every 90 days I get a new visa for Russia, so we decided to do it here. Hopefully soon I'll have residency and I won't need to do that. We tried lots of different food. Like, this place is kind of famous for its wine. We don't drink alcohol, but we saw some of the vineyards, churches. We saw the center of this little town, and we even met the mayor. He gave us some books in Italian that we don't understand, and we also went to Acqui Terme, which is the nearest bigger city, and it's also a nice little spot. We walked on some cool walking streets. We tried something. Do you remember what it's called when you eat before you eat?
Aperitivo.
Aperitivo. There's like this appetizer tradition, I guess. You just walk into these like wine places, and people usually drink wine, and then there's just all these like little appetizers that you can eat while you're drinking the wine, and you just pay once, and it's just sort of like a
for the drink.
Yeah, you pay for the drink, and then it's sort of just like all you can eat, but people just eat a little bit as they are drinking. So what else? That's about it. We also tried truffles, which was very interesting. White truffles, we heard about them before. They're extremely expensive, and they're quite kind of popular in this area. So we tried those on pasta, on spaghetti, and also on raw meat. I don't remember what that's called in Italian. I'll have to write the name here, but that was also pretty unique and actually kind of good. It's this raw meat. It was beef, I think.
Yeah, it was
with lemon and salt, so you can save time cooking. I don't know. Yeah, it was really neat. First impressions of Italy, pretty awesome. The culture is definitely different and unique. There's 60 million people just in Italy alone, so yeah, it's something else. Oh, we also drove through the Alps, which we didn't really talk about. Gorgeous, amazing. Just the mountains, Switzerland, beautiful. It's super expensive, but beautiful. And it was kind of interesting that all the signs were in German. And as we got to the south, all the signs turned into Italian, and when we went into a gas station, the woman spoke to me in Italian. I hardly understand anything, but we were fine. And we also stopped in Liechtenstein. It was on the way. Like, we were literally just driving along the border. So we decided, okay, let's check it out, and we just literally spent a few minutes in Liechtenstein. There's like the population of Liechtenstein is like 9,000, but it's I guess it's a country. So yeah, that's about it.
It wasn't too expensive. It's just 34 euros per 1 year, only just because we were in Switzerland.
Oh well, I didn't even mention that. You have to buy this little, what's it called? I don't know, sticker? Vignette is what it's called. This little sticker to drive on the paid roads in Switzerland. We actually didn't really see any other prices. We just know that apparently Zurich is the most expensive city in the world, and Geneva is the second, and they're both in Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it cost 35 euros for this little sticker to drive on the paid roads in Switzerland.
For 1 year.
But it's good for the whole year. It was kind of like not the best deal for us, since we were only in Switzerland for 1 day, but it is what it is. And we're already paying more for the roads in Italy. It's something like 10 euros for 100 kilometers, it seems like. All right, we're off to Genoa. That's the place where the bridge recently fell. So I'm sure you saw that in the news, and I think because of that, it's a little bit slower to get there.
Those are Italian vineyards, many of them here.
In Italy, like I said, the roads are fairly expensive, and there's this telepass things, like you just have some kind of card where you're just charged when you drive through. You don't have to stop. You can pay by card or you can pay by cash. We've been paying by... the heck? He's showing some crazy...
I think he's not happy.
Yeah, that person's not very happy, but at least it didn't close on his car. He might have a problem now. It's flashing.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, you can see some Italian gestures here. Let's see.
It reminds me like this guy in the orchestra, you know, when he's directing.
Orchestra, yeah, like yeah.
Like dun 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 dun.
Eventually, somebody came and said, told us to go to another lane. I don't know, something stopped working there. We're gonna try to pay cash again here.
But yeah, let's see how much.
Yeah, the card. Oh yeah, some of them have these cards that you get.
Introdurre il denaro o la penna.
$2.70.
Introdurre il denaro. Ritirare le monete rifiutate dallo sportellino.
Okay, we paid.
Arrivederci.
And
Ritirare lo scontrino.
good. You can get a receipt if you ask for it. Arrivederci. Something like that. Goodbye.
So we need to turn right.
So we drove, I don't know, how far did we drive? Like 50 kilometers, I think. €2.70. It's actually a bit cheaper than I expected. Sometimes I think it's more expensive. I don't really know how it works.
We are in Genoa now, and this is what kind of, how do you call this? Mediterranean Sea?
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
Ligurian Sea.
What sea?
Ligurian, like this part of sea calls Ligurian Sea. Liguriskое море.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't even heard of that.
We are still in Italy, yeah?
Yeah.
But soon we will be in France,
Very soon.
and you can see how it works.
There are just some signs for Nice and France, Francia. And I just saw Italian police, so we're still in Italy, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see here. Yeah, we're actually, I think I said in the video that we're going to Monaco, but we're not. We're going to France, close to Monaco, and we'll probably visit Monaco. Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Teach them how to dance. Let's get rich, you and I, you and I. That is a beautiful border. See the big sign that says France? I guess that means that we are about to be in France. I hope that we're not supposed to be in line, but it looks like we can drive.
Yeah.
Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Nice. That is a beautiful border. That's probably the most beautiful border I've ever seen. The border between, what is it? Argentina and Chile. Pretty close. I mean, with the, what are they called there? Andes? Andes. I sometimes confuse my mountain chains. Menton. So the crazy thing is that my ancestors are probably more than 50% French, but I've never been to France before just now. So this is a historic moment. My mom is like 100% French, but French Canadian, so my ancestors were Acadian in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and they've been in Canada, I believe, since the 17th century. And As far as I know, my grandmother on my father's side has some French heritage too. So at least a quarter, maybe more. So I think I'm more than 50% French. So I will be able to practice my French. I went to a French school for 3 years, and I even did some substitute teaching at the French school last year. But I must say that my Russian is much better than my French now. But it'll be interesting. And also I have a kind of a mixed accent, but definitely a bit French Canadian. So it'll be cool to interact with the locals.
Palms. Now we do have palms.
Palm trees.
Palm trees.
I think we are gonna spend a couple nights actually somewhere around here. There's just people right here swimming, sunbathing, playing beach volleyball. Crazy. Awesome. This is France. This is the south of France. And it's warm, man. It must be, what do you think? It's over 20 for sure, maybe even 25.
Maybe 30.
Nah.
We're almost naked. And
Not 30.
In pants and in, in sweaters.
There's been a lot of times in our travels where we're sort of just like, our mind is a little bit blown, and this is probably one of them. We had subscribers on our Russian channel write us a message like, I don't know, like 2 years ago or something, and they said that they live here. What's it called in English? Yeah, that's right. What is this coast? The Azure Coast, maybe? I don't know. That they live in this area and that they would be happy to have us, and we kind of forgot about it, but in the back of our mind we thought maybe someday we'll come. And we found the message, we wrote them, and they said, yeah, please come. Like, they were still really excited. And so we're in an apartment, which is actually like their friend's apartment, that, you know, like a, I don't know, vacation apartment that's just empty most of the time. And since they've been living here for so long, they have a lot of friends with apartments. So anyways, we're gonna be in this apartment, and I'll show you the view right now. Like, this is the view from our apartment. Unfortunately, we're just here for 2 nights, but I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, this is where we were walking, just down below here, and this is where we live for 2 nights. This is crazy.
We have dinners here.
Yes, dinner is plural. Yeah, 2 dinners. Except today, I think we're gonna have dinner at a restaurant, but still, awesome. So cool. This, can you believe that people live here? Like, people live here all the time. They said that they live like 500 meters from here, which is nuts. And from here you can see people on the beach. There's like these stairways. I'll show them up close soon, but I think like right over there is one of the stairways, like right there. And you can go, you go down into the stairway, and you can walk right out onto the beach. So cool. Even though this is France, our friends just told us that almost everybody speaks Italian here. Well, that there's loads of Italians, so maybe I won't get to practice my French too much this time around. But tomorrow I think we go to Monaco and maybe even to Nice. There's this, looks like a kid's room. There's a little kitchen. Our friends even got some bread and grapes for us. And here's the room that we are staying in. Wow. Just wow. Like, I don't even know what to say. Wow. I've been watching this guy do some kind of karate for probably like, I don't know, almost an hour. He's really into it. Got this super zoom going on. A little bit further away. Way cool. We've been sitting here eating some bread and drinking some clementine juice and eating some different meat and cheese. Really delicious. We are now in a restaurant. We met up with our friends. This is Dima and Elena and their son Denise. And we got some food. We had pizza like as an appetizer, and I don't know, spaghetti with some shellfish. And I decided to order linguine with lobster, and I didn't expect, to be honest, that it would be like whole lobster. Yeah. And the waitress came and she gave me this, So I kind of started to guess what was gonna happen, and she also put this bib on me. So yeah, I know lobster's pretty popular where I'm from in Nova Scotia, but I have never, as far as I can remember, I've never eaten like whole lobster. I've eaten lobster meat, like in sandwiches and stuff like that, but never like this. So it's kind of funny that I will try it for the first time here in France. Good morning, guys. We are on our way to Monaco, and over there is Menton, where we're staying. It's so beautiful. I've never been, I've seen pictures of places like this, but I've never been in a place like this. And there's like so many houses up on the hills, on the mountains, everywhere, like all along the border, or all along the shore as we were driving from Genoa, Italy, mostly along the shore. There's just houses like everywhere you could possibly build one, where you could see the sea. They even just told us that these apartments here are, I don't know, like for social assistance. The government gives people it, and the view, you can see the sea. That's kind of crazy.
Любовчик, там летают на этих.
There's a Lamborghini, Mercedes. As far as I understand, Monaco is a place where there are a lot of rich people. And of course you have the appropriate stores for rich people. There's this tour bus train thing, kind of funny. There you go, there's even a Rolls Royce with the Russian license plate. You got some Ferraris. Lots of people taking pictures with cars in front of the casino here. Just went into a mall, I guess. Check it out. Something, I don't know, something else. It's kind of crazy. There's a bus and a Ferrari. BMW, Mercedes. Rolls Royce, Fiat. This part of the road, by the way, is part of a Formula 1 track when they race. Monaco is very, very densely populated, and that's one of the reasons, I guess, that they're actually building out into the ocean now. They're building this neighborhood that'll be in the ocean, and Dima just told us that they've already, before anything is even built, they've already sold all of the apartments that'll be there. There's a little Japanese garden by the shore, free. You can just come take a look. Really nice. Nice smells too. And some cool fish. You can see the cranes over there, and they've drawn the sea here, I guess, because the view is not so beautiful with the construction. But it reminds me of the Truman Show. There should be some stairs there where we can climb up and walk out of this world. And up there's a lot of paragliders. Let's see if I can see any of them. Oh yeah, there you go. There are a lot of them. I found the exit from the Truman Show, but I think it's locked. No, let us out. That's such a funny part of the movie. Oh, there it is, the real water, the real world. We're in McDonald's in Monaco, I think that's how you say it in English. And there's nothing really very interesting here. When we were in Germany, they had so many different things. But check out the view. What's interesting here? Anyway, you can see the sea here. Oh, there was a burger with blue cheese.
The blue cheese.
We didn't get it though. This is just a Big Mac.
And then they also have bagel. They have bagel and tomatoes.
Oh, they do have little tomatoes. Yeah. In Germany, I got like some kind of like pizza burger and and we got a, what was it? A sweet chili wrap, and I also tried like a double chicken. What was it? Do you remember? I don't know. Double chicken something with some special sauce. This is a urinal in Monaco. I'm not sure if I've ever seen one like that. Maybe once before. This is the Opera House in Monaco, and the other side is the casino. I think we already filmed, and this side is the opera. There's some some cars for the car lovers. There's always people taking pictures with them. Lamborghini again. Switzerland. Some of them sort of seem out of place at times. I can't walk around Monaco without thinking about John Olsen. Does anybody of our subscribers watch John Olsen too? If you do, write in the comments. There's the sea, of course. And we're in the old town of Monaco now. Here's an already ready example of an area that was built up on the sea. This whole neighborhood, as we were just told, was just sea. So there's a new neighborhood in Monaco. So crazy. I believe Monaco is a kingdom, and this is like the palace where I think it's a king. Used to be a prince, where the king lives, and a bunch of tourists all around, including us and Felice. There's like some little rides down there. Oh, they're not that little, I guess. But so many yachts around here. Monaco. We are at a yacht club.
Мы слишком молодые.
And Dima was just telling us about how old a lot of the people who have yachts here are. A lot of them are in their 70s and 80s. And Dima also has a little boat somewhere here, sailboat. We're gonna take a look. This is it. Cool. There you go. A little messy, it's okay. This is somebody's life. This is how a lot of people, all of these yachts somebody lives probably not too far away, and this is their life. I mean, it's kind of interesting when you come to a new place to think about the fact that all of this is going on all the time. Like, this is always somebody's life, not just when we come visit, but I mean, we live in Moscow or we live in Canada, and this is somebody's life. All these old folks come to their yachts every day, probably, some of them, and really interesting. We just found out that you can actually live here, basically, because there's power and there's water, and there's also a place with showers and washing machines, and you can just live here. It depends on how big your boat is, but this one I think is about 3,000 euros a year. Some of them, obviously the bigger the yacht, the more expensive, but some people just live here, and it's definitely cheaper than paying for rent up there, that's for sure. Dima has a cat. We're at his place now, and the cat likes to go for walks, but they live on the second floor, so he gets in this basket, lower him down, and then he goes for a walk, and when he wants to come back, he just whines. He comes and yells or whatever. They hear him and go get him. There he goes.
Bye.
3 hours later.
The cat is back, and it's whining. It wants to come up. Where is it?
Where is he? Where are you?
I don't see it. There it is. There you go. There you go. He's home.
We came home, and this is our view from the balcony at night. And there is some discotheque and the old city. Thank you for being with us this day, and we wish you good night.